everyone, now we're going to talk about what insertFront looks like for a W linked list. So if we visualize the example, an empty list with value 418, this diagram kind of illustrates what this linked list W linked list will look like. So the front pointer will point to the first element with the value 4, the first D node in the W linked list, and the back element would point to the last D node in the W linked list. And we call insertFront with the value 7 to insert 7 D node into the first element in this W linked list. So now I recommend everyone to pause the video for a second and think about what the W linked list will look like after we insert the value 7. Hopefully you guys all have the chance to thought about it. After we call this method insertFront7, we would need to create this D node with value 7, point the next pointer of this D node 7 to the previous front, which is the old front, the old first element of the int D list. And we need to make sure the old first element's previous pointer points to the newly created 7, the D node with value 7 that we just created. And lastly, but a lot of people will forget this step so that the code wouldn't function correctly. Lastly, there's one more pointer we need to change, which is updating the front pointer to be the new D node that we just created. Okay, so to summarize, there are 4 things we did. Create a new D node. Second thing is point the new, I'll say new fronts next to old fronts. And third is to point the old fronts pre to new front. Okay, just to clarify my terminology here, this is what I refer to by new front, and this is what I refer to old front. Okay, the fourth update the front pointer. Okay, so there are 4 things we need to do in the insertFront method. Hopefully in your code, you can kind of structure this logically so that you have a clean insertFront. However, now I want to mention one edge case that you will encounter for insertFront, which is what if the int D list started off with no element yet? So what I mean by the edge case is that this is what the int D list look like. So we have DL, and it points to this. This is a front pointer. This is a back pointer. This is an int D list. Okay. What if, in the previous example, we have all these elements in the original int D list to call insertFront upon, right? What if it starts off with this? Does your code run into any errors? Think about this edge case when you're planning out your code or thinking about how to implement this method. And think about, is there any extra step besides the 4 things that I listed that you need to do to deal with this edge case? Okay, so this summarizes what insertFront should look like, and good luck implementing the code.